So welcome to Java programming course. So till now we are discussing about the what? In unit 1, second part of first one is variables. Next we are going to discuss about the what? Data types and identifiers. Already you learn about data types and identifiers in C and C++. Same thing you are going to learn in Java. So let's go to the data types. What is the meaning of data types? The Java programming language is statically typed. Actually, before going to discuss about this one, there are two types of languages. Those are statically typed and dynamically typed. Statically typed language examples are C, C++, Java. Dynamically typed language examples are Python and Ruby. What is the difference between statically typed and dynamically typed? Statically typed means, this is very, very important interview point of view. Statically typed means here whatever the data we are declared, those data up to the execution, those are fixed. These data types are what? Fixed. If you want to change this data, it will not allowed. Okay, that type of language we called as statically typed languages. Those are C, C++, Java. What is the next one? Dynamically typed. Dynamically typed. Best example, Python, Ruby. In this, we can change the data type values. We can change during the execution, right? We can change the data types values. Okay, that type of variables, that type of data types we call as what? Dynamically typed languages and dynamically typed data types. Example is Python and Ruby. Okay, so first here, this is the what? Data types in Java, same as in C and C++, right? Those are divided into what? Primitive data types. Those are what? First one, primitive data types. Second one, non-primitive data types. Again, primitive data types are again classified into Boolean type, numeric type. So Boolean means what? A true or false. Okay, it takes 1 byte of memory. Okay, the size is 1 byte. Why? Because it takes either 0 or 1. The next one is here numeric type is again classified into character value, integral value. Again in this character value, it is character. What is the size here? What is the size here? 2 bytes. The size of the character is what? 2 bytes. What is the next one here? Under numeric, first one is character value. The second one is integral value. Under integral value, again it is classified into integer and floating point. Under integer, we have 4 types. Those are byte, short, int, long. So what is the size of byte? 1 byte. Here, short is 2 size. Integer is 4 bytes. Long is 8 bytes. So these are the size of the each data type in integer. What about here floating point? The floating point float value is what? 4 bytes. Double is 8 bytes. So these are the what? The size of the float and size of the double. Then one more is non-primitive data types. Under this we have string, array, interface, etc. Some of the data types are there. You will learn in the coming lecture. Okay, so these are the what? Different data types in Java, same as in C and C++, right? So this is about the what? Data types in Java. Okay, the next one is, we are going for the next one, very, very important, identifiers in Java. What is the meaning of an identifier? Identifier means a name given to the classes, methods, and interfaces and variables. These are generally we are declared and these are generally we are used in our program. So class, method, interface, variables. For all these, we are giving a name, right? That name we called as an identifier. For example, int a equal to 5. Here, a is a what? Identifier. In the previous example, we have seen, right? Sample, class, sample, public, static, void, main, string, args. Okay, here we are writing what? System dot out dot println some statements I write. Here sample is what? Name of the class. Here we are assigning the name, right? This one we call as a what? Identifier. Okay, so we are giving a names to the classes, methods, interfaces, variables. This is the example of a variable. This is the example of our class. Same as methods. So the names which are given to the classes, methods, interface, variables are called as identifiers. So when we are using identifiers, we have to follow some rules. These are very, very important. As a developer, as a programmer, we should know all these rules while we are going to declare the classes, methods, and interface and variables. Those are, the first rule here is identifiers must start with letters. What? Identifiers must start with what? Letters or otherwise currency symbols or otherwise characters such as underscores, connecting characters. Okay. Examples are, for example, the examples are here int $a. This is a what? A valid identifier. Valid identifier. Why? Because we are giving a name, right? What is the rule here? We can use currency symbol $a. This is a valid identifier. Here int a, generally we are using int a directly. It is what? A is an identifier. Here connecting symbol. What is the connecting symbol here? Underscore and a. This is also one of the rule for defining identifiers, declaring identifiers. The next one is, one more rule is here, identifiers must not start with a digit. This type of declaration is not valid. This is what? Not valid. Why? Because here we are declaring as int 1 2 3 4. This type of declaration is not allowed in Java. Okay. The next rule is identifiers after the first characters can consist of letters, digits. Here this is the example for identifiers first characters can consist of what? Letters and digits. This is the best example for what? Declaring an identifier. So this is one more rule. Okay. Int a1 2 3. So this is also allowed. Okay. The next one is identifier's name should not be a Java keyword. So Java keyword, we have Java keywords, right? Those keywords are not used for our declaring our identifiers. For example, int class. Class is a keyword, right? This type of keyword not allowed to declare as identifier. The next one is int true. True is a what? A Boolean type. Okay, this is also one of the existing keyword. This type of keywords are not used as an identifier. Okay. The next rule is there is no limit in the number of characters that can contain. For example, I want to declare a variable as int, for example, welcome to Java program. Okay, Vizag. It is also a valid identifier, declaration of valid identifier. Not only int a, we can declare in this way also we can declare the variable. For example, here int name underscore connecting symbol is connecting symbol to connecting symbol big. This is also a valid declaration of an identifier. Okay, this is one more rule. Clear, right? Clear, right? The next one is the last rule of declaring identifiers are case sensitive. Means here I declared two variables here int sample. Here these two are not same. These are what? Different. Here S is capital, here S is small. Okay. In Java point of view, these two are what? Not same. So that is the reason identifiers in Java are case sensitive. So clear, right? So this is about the what? Identifiers in Java. Okay. Thank you.